How you doing, everybody? Stock Officer Sniper here. I hope you're all doing great. It's about October 12th. If you're watching this, this is going to be uploaded by then. But hopefully, you guys are learning so much if you learn up to this point. And today, I'm going to teach you guys about swing trading. And the swing trading method that we're going to use is the same exact as the three box strategy that we've been talking about in this entire channel, right? So let's go to a random stock. So what we're going to, well, that's no, that doesn't make it easier, right? Okay, this is a little bit creamier per PayPal. Let me delete everything. So how do we swing trade? This is what we're going to do. We're going to find a structure. It's always going to be this, okay? I know you guys are sick and tired of it. If you're not sick and tired of it yet, I appreciate you. But if you are, I know you guys are winning at a high level because we all know repetition is the mother of all learning, right? So once we find a structure, we're going to find our SND. Okay, so it's going to be the same, or SND on the top, make that red. So what are we swing trading on? How are we playing this setup? Guys, pay attention. This is where all the sauce is going to come in, right? So what we're going to do is once we find those block, right, and we're looking for price to go lower, we're waiting for price to go up. And what do we do? In this scenario, we're in a monthly, so we're waiting for price to do what? We're waiting for price to come up to our zone and confirm that via Wyckoff, transfer weak hands to strong hands, and take that price lower. So lower to where? This is where the swing trading comes in. If you take in this play and you do everything correctly, you find your higher time frame, chart in a lower time frame, got the entry, you have your stop loss, all great, all set up. Now you're looking to take it from this entry that you had here, from that UTAD, and then you're going to target the low of the structure, right? The low of the structure. So you're swing trading it to, in this scenario, if we had these two lines from 241 to 83, and you're just holding. That's literally the sum up of the entire video. I could literally end it right here, and someone will be like, okay, that makes sense. Literally, seriously, guys, I'm not even joking. I can literally end it here, and you guys are saying that, hey, that was awesome. I know it, I get it. And it's vice versa if it goes to the opposite, right? Where's that beautiful trade that we have? Right, we found our structure, right, on the downside. And the best part about this is you can ride the stock up or down if you want to. Right? What do I mean by that? Well, once you know you can literally, you don't have to wait for price to come up here. But I usually don't do that because if we are in a super downtrend, I have a video on don't force it, right? Don't force long if it's going short, and don't force short if it's going long. So if I'm in a downtrend right here and I see this right here, why would I want to force it if I know it's a downtrend? This is just me getting that cookie effect. Cookie effect mean a level of resistance or so-called demand zone right here. Your demand zone hit. And what happened? It tricks you to thinking that we're going to go up higher like what it did here, not knowing that's only an order block for you to actually go down lower and lower. Right? So we have individual thinking that this is going to go up, knowing you're in a super freaking downtrend. If you look at this in the lower time frame, that little hammer candle, look, it's literally a Wyckoff distribution to go lower and lower. Let's find it. I gotta make sure I prove that to you guys because this is gonna be great. I think it's this one, right? This blue box that I drew. Let's make it purple. Right? So we went from weekly to monthly. What happened? We had a structure broken here, right? Oops. I want to show you guys what I'm talking about there, right? Guys, this right here, that entire schematic, that hammer candle on the monthly that you guys see right there, if you go to a lower time frame, which is the weekly, you literally see that transfer of Wyckoff, right? That weak hand to strong hand. I literally plotted the structure itself. I placed it on the wick, right? And what happened? This was right here was the UTAD. This was the UTAD taking out everything from here, breaking this, liquidating this entire structure right here. What happened? We have that test. Boom. We have the preliminary supply. Once out, exactly the LPSY last point. I'm getting tongue twisted here, right? Once we have that last point of supply, what happened? Boom. We start going down, right? And then we have now this candle again right? So you're waiting for, if you're in a downtrend, you're waiting for those Wyckoff to occur, right? If you're in a super downtrend in a higher time frame like this, you're not going to wait for those accumulation because you know you're in a downtrend. So you're waiting for a reaccumulation, creating more downtrend in a lower time frame, if that makes sense. So if I go here in this green candle, look what happened. People are trying to force long, right? Why are they trying to force long? Because it's so beat up, because we've been going down for whatever how long this is. So now they have that mentality where if a stock has been going down all the way for a long time, now it has to come back up. And this is where the mind game starts to play on them. This is on a weekly, let's go to a daily. This is where the mind game starts to play on them, right? Because just because they think it's super downtrend and it bounces. Look at that right here. If you look at this entire structure right here was broken from that uptrend. So now people is going to think, or traders that don't understand price action now is going to think that this entire thing is now in an uptrend. Literally, they're going to think that when not knowing, if anything, this was actually a perfect time to enter. Right? Look at this. I'm gonna delete everything. You knew this was your structure right here. That breaker structure, okay? That breaker your structure. If anything, what I've shown you guys for this entire time, you guys don't believe me. There's a beautiful confirmation of the things that I'm talking about here. If we're in a super downtrend, we know we're going to find that structure. Once we find that structure, we're going to find that form of SND. And what happened right here? Literally, the moment this green candle touched, all you had to do was confirm that in a lower time frame via Wyckoff, right? We have the blue structure, we have the red SND, supply and demand, and then the green, the confirmation of Wyckoff. If you go to the daily, how many hours is this? I don't know how many hours it is in the daily, but if you divide by the minutes by 30, you'll find it, right? But you can go to any time frame here, which I don't suggest go to any time frame because there's a specific, whatever higher time frame you're charting, there's always a lower time frame to chart that, right? There's a specific time frame you're supposed to play that at in order for you to amplify those plays to get the setup properly. So if you're playing on the weekly and you're playing at the 15-minute or the 1 hour, it's not it. You're supposed to find that at divide that at 30. Okay, where's that? Hang on, guys. I gotta find it first because I want to make sure. Right, but we have this setup here. When was this? This was at 2:01. Okay, now let's look for. Let's say 2:01. Oh man, we're at the ninth. Gotta go all the way back, you guys. It's okay. Oops, try to click on my watch list. Guys, just I gotta show you guys. I gotta show you guys this play. Beautiful. We're almost there anyway. 2:01, right? Awesome. Right here. If you look at this play, what could you have done here? Right? What could you have done? You got that on the daily. We're playing the 2 hours. Literally, this play right here was the UTAD. You could have seen that. That is the UTAD. That is the UT. That is the UTAD. And literally just fell. Right? I don't know what happened. Why it just felt like that. It probably had some kind of catalyst. But you knew the entire play. Look at this. This protective higher entry, right? Once you touch that zone, waiting for that confirmation, breaking that entire structure. You have that UTAD liquidating everybody, liquidated every. If anything, this right here, where's that at? Right here, the horizontal. This right here. Once we broke that structure, once we got up here, this so-called support, which I say is the bottom of the structure, right? The protective low of that structure, that will be your price target. Did he hit it? Absolutely. Right? So what could you have done? Well, you could have swung this play. So check this out. If you knew this was ripping up like this, look how many people they tricked, right? And I have also a video on retail versus bank. Look at this. Look how many people they tricked on here. Look at this. This is so messed up. And I say it's messed up because those individuals that do not know how to trade and these videos on Instagram telling you trend line, take that bounce support or whatever you call it, a channel, right? We're trading on a channel. whatever it is, support, resistance, respecting the trend line. So therefore, I'm taking more calls. See how messed up that is? And what happens? The moment it touches your zone, that's just your perfect setup. You didn't even have to trade. You could just be like, okay, I'm gonna wait for that structure, put my S&D there on my daily, and wait for price to come back up like what it did here. What do I mean? I want to make it visual. So I found that structure, the S&D, and all I had to do was wait for price to come back up here. Once that price come back here, I find my confirmation. What exactly happened is literally that confirmation. So this technically is not the UTAD. This is actually the UTAD, right? But it's a bigger schematic. So we had to figure that out on a lower time frame, but that's okay. So in this scenario, this is the UTAD. I don't want to confuse anybody, but in this lower time from the daily to 2 hours, this is the UTAD right here, liquidating and breaking all this structure. See that line right there? Broke all that structure. You guys see that? I hope you do. But right, so that's when you're confused. People think, oh, it's respecting that trend line, it's respecting it. And what happened? You think it's gonna go up higher and higher and break that zone? Nope. What happened was it was just a time for it to go down lower and lower. And what I tell you guys, probably this thing had a catalyst. And what happened? Boom! Look at that. Everybody within this trend line, right? If I don't know if you guys see it, but liquidity. You guys see that? And more liquidity. So what could you have done? You would have found that entry. You would have found that entry right there the moment it touched, because this happened all at pre-market. But the moment this touched your zone, all you had to do was I'm taking puts. I'm taking puts right here. Why? Because I found my setup. I found my setup on my daily. I did my rules of 30. The moment my price goes to that zone, triggered my alert. I don't have it here, but you should have it here, right? Once that alert trigger, lower time frame, confirmation of weak hand transfers to strong hand, wait for your UTAD, take that entry stop loss, right? Stop loss right above it. Yes, sir. And what happened? We are looking to target that low of our structure right there. Right? Beautiful. Nope, I want that green. There it is. Right? Stop loss, 15 cents right above that UTAD. And then boom, targeting the structure, the entire structure. And what happened? We can now leave runner for us to go down lower and lower. And now this is where it becomes a swing play, as I told you guys. And if you miss this entire move, it's okay. Why? Because all you had to do was also put an alert here. So if you miss the alert there and you miss the entire move because life happens, you could have put an alert here. Why? Because when it broke that structure, you know we're going to go down lower and lower. You guys see that? And look at that. So you got the entry here. You're swinging. You got your entry. You let it run. Got that structure. Now, if you had one contract, you could get out here. If you have two contracts, you could sell one here to secure that profit and just leave runners to keep running lower and lower. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is, guys. Guys, literally, I know you guys are seeing this because the example is already here, but this literally is the setup. You can do this over and over. You guys have it. You guys, I always tell you guys, if you want to do the mentorship, that's cool, which you don't need. Just listen to what I'm telling you. If you, up to this point, if you listen to what I've told you, you would have literally got this and you could have literally found setup like this every day. Every day, right? So once you got that entry, look at that. From 180, is this even, I don't want to, 179, right? 179. And what happened? This thing went all the way to 94. Guys, this is amazing right here. This setup right here, beautiful, right? So that's how you swing play, and it's vice versa when you take calls, right? So once you find that trend, if you're in an uptrend or a downtrend, you could just wait for that, right? But this is literally how the setup works. This is how we swing trade. Once we find those entry, we know where we're heading, and we're just looking to liquidate and liquidate and liquidate. Look at this. I can't see it because I have to go. I can't see the things we have to liquidate. But let's say you take the entry here. You knew your target here was this, right? You knew your target was here, right? This, a lot of orders here. Oops, sorry about that. A lot of orders here. This is on the weekly. There's a lot of orders here, right? So you would have gotten that play up there. You knew you're looking to take that lower on your runner. You would have gotten this play here. You would have gotten this liquidity here, right? And did it hit all that? Yes, it did. Boom. Hit, target hit. What about here? Boom, target hit. Right? Let's go down even lower. And maybe even here, 76, right? Right there. Did it hit it? He just did. You could have got out of there. And it started to rip back up. And right now it's looking to go lower and lower. Why do I see that going lower, looking to go lower and lower? Because in a lower time frame right here, I also see that structure, right? This itself is an entire structure. Right here. Okay? Or even here. I'll show you guys this. This is the beautiful part about this setup because you can miss plays and at the same time it's always going to reveal itself. The composite man loves playing around with emotional traders because the composite man know they're always going to FOMO and get the bad entry. Right? They're going to get that bad entry. Right? You're always going to miss play like this. I miss it all the time. All the time. Right? I wanted price to go up there? Did it go up there? No. I wanted price to go up there? Did it go up there? No. The moment we broke structure, what happened? This is exactly what happened. I'll point it out. Now we have new structure here, right? That's a new structure. That's a new impulse. Make that blue. Last up move before the down move, right? You literally could have caught this. This is happening right in front of our face. That last up move before the down move. Boom. That's our SND. Wait for price to come back up there. Right? All you had to do was get that SND right there. Once price come up there, which it did right here, and you're going to see that in a lower time frame. Once it did, all you had to do was wait for that confirmation. I don't know which time frame is this weekly. I believe it is the daily, that red candle that is up there, right? What happened? Boom. Confirmation, Wyckoff in this scenario, and what happened? You're looking to take this lower and lower. So from 66, and you're looking to take it at that 50. No, he would have probably got out. But right now, this thing is looking to take out lows and low, right? I don't know where, but that's literally how it goes. Hang on, you guys. Right? Right, so you're looking to go lower and lower. And what it can do, it can grab all the liquidities here, like what it's doing. Right? Grab all the liquidity here. All the liquidity around there, which it did around here. And what can happen? Now we can probably start going higher and higher. Now financial advice, right now we're here. Grab the liquidity, we're looking to test, looking for a spring, and what happened? Boom. Right, go up higher and higher. We're gonna get fueled by a catalyst, start breaking structure, all these liquidity. Look at that. Right? These things this thing has to get filled. Okay? You guys don't know what imbalance is? This is when the composite man tremendously moved the market and left their footprint. We are smart money trader and we study the footprint of smart money. So what happens? When we know that the smart money, why is this important? We know that it's important because the smart money, when they made this entire down move, we know they have position up here, right? They know they know we're down. They know that they are down in their play. They're not worrying about money. Money is the last thing they need to worry about because they have so much money. So when they made that move, that UTAP break of that structure, what happened? They open up so much position now. They're negative billions and billions of dollars in their position, making their down move. But even though that they are down in their move, they know they're going to get that back the moment they liquidate everything around in this area. And once they get that all back, we transfer back, getting all those liquidity, right? And then we have traders that don't study. Oh, supply zone, right? Because last time it was here, it kept going down. When they were saying it's bullish here, like demand zone, but never held. You guys see that? And I know I say this every time, and I'm gonna keep saying it every time because some of you guys are still making this mistake, and you're not. And I don't blame you guys. I truly do blame other Discord members that It's not taking responsibility for these type of setup, right? I'm not gonna harpoon anybody making a living, but this is wrong, right? You have to understand how the price and the market is moving in such. Why is it moving in such? Why is it doing that? Why is it my zone never holds? Why is it doing that? I don't understand that, right? You got to understand these things. The market is calculated in a certain way. Oh, should we trade catalyst? Should we not trade catalyst? What's going on here? Why is it that you told me to swing calls because it's holding a trend line, but in reality, in my chart, I'm gonna take it lower, and I do understand for my setup like what we had here. That setup that we had was that the 95 and we take it lower? I don't think that was the one, right? That example that I was showing. I don't know which one it was. I forgot about it. I think it was in the daily. We had a setup, right? When we said the trend line, I think it was here. Whichever it was somewhere here, right? And we took it, and they were saying that we have a trend line holding here, but that's what we want to take the price lower. And what happened? It freaking gaps down, right? It gapped down. While other people are saying, or other traders are saying, oh, we have a trend line, it's respecting it. Therefore, we're bullish. Why? Because we've been getting beat up, right? I'm qualified to say these things. I'm always going to say I'm qualified to say these things because I used to trade like this, right? I used to trade like this. I didn't know better. I was only taking these courses that I'm being sold to on Instagram, right? I'm being sold these misleading information because I think it is misleading, right? Some of them don't even know how to trade, right? Some of them doesn't even know how to trade, and they're making individuals lose a lot of hard earned money, and I don't think that's correct, right? Guys, I don't have a course to sell you guys. I literally give out content back to back to back to back every 3 days. All I ask for you guys is literally stay in tune with the channel, subscribe so you don't miss the other things that I'm talking about, right? Why? Because this is I build this channel in such where it's a compounding of information that in order for you to understand this video, you have to go and watch the previous videos, right? So this is how you swing your plays, you guys. This is how you get the best entry, and all we can do is manage our trade, right? We put our stop loss once we find those UTAD, and we just let it run and run and see the places that it needs to liquidate. It's very simple. Let me make that visual for you guys. I want to. I always want to. I always want to make it visuals to make it easier for you guys because I know I talk a lot here and sometimes it gets all over the place. Right? Let me find a clean chart. IXIC. Look at this. Hang on. This is a great example. I used to trade retail. Literally, this is what I do. How can you understand this? Look, oh my god, this is so beautiful because I used to trade like this. Look at this. IXIC, right? I used to trade this. I would have taken my people tell calls, right? And they made money because we already know that's that cookie effect, right? What happened here? Did my zone hold? No, it freaking gapped down and broke all the way down. If I understand this from before, I would have been laughing at myself. And I'm not trying to sound mean, because I did say laugh at myself. But look at this. Where we at? Right? I knew we had to liquidate this. Me looking at this chart, I know there's a super downtrend. Right? Look at this. This is amazing, you guys. This is beautiful. And I used to trade like this. How did I understand this? I understand that we had a trend line and we had a lot of liquidity around these areas. So what happened? Once we broke this structure right here, right? Once we broke that structure, what happened? Right here, this hammer. Once we broke below that, what happened? We're gonna rip up because we're gonna think it's a demand zone, right? What happened? Boom, down move all the way back to this liquidity. This is the first liquidity grab right here. First, this is the first liquidity that needs to be grabbed right here. And then second, this needed to be the liquidity that needs to be grabbed. Right? Right there. Right there. What happened? Boom. Grabbed all that, bring back up, thinking that we're taking a pullback and we're gonna retest. Boom. What happened? Go down lower. Right? So if you guys understand this, how to swing trade, how to understand not to force plays. Like guys, this is very, very. I don't want to say. I don't want to say very easy, but it is pretty simple if you take the time and understand. And I'm trying to make it simple. Some of you are getting it, some of you are not, but whatever it is, I'm going to keep putting out content. I'm going to keep drilling the same exact information until I can get most of you to understand this. And the best part about it is free. Right? I understand it is a blessing and a curse that I'm giving out information for free because there's no energy exchange. Like, I've seen thousands of these. But if you really stay tuned and just watch the video, like you will understand what I'm giving you and how passionate I am for you guys learning this. But fam, that's all I have for you. I want to thank each and every one of you that are subscribed. Uh, we do have our merch. We have a merch shop. Some of you are asking, I like those logos. We put the logo on a shirt, so now you have the option to change color on them. New York is getting kind of chilly, so them hoodies gonna be hoodie weather. Hoodie is gonna get cold. I love this premium. You can change the blue. Look at that blue one. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. Right? Kind of like the green colors. Okay, let me see that. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Right? So get your merch, you guys. I got you. And those each and every one of you that are subscribed to my channel, thanks. Thank you for supporting and showing me so much love from the beginning. And we're gonna keep creating videos and keep adding value to all the people's life, right? And those of you that are not yet subscribed, subscribe right now because I'm coming out with tons and tons of video. I have content for the next 2 months. And once you miss that, now you gotta go back and rewatch everything for you to understand the current videos. Once again, you guys, that's all I have for you. I appreciate each and every one of you for staying if you stayed this long. And have a great evening. Peace.